Hello, and welcome to StampinPiece.com. I'm Mary Knabe, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Columbus, Ohio, in the United States. Today, I'm going to share with you a tip for decorating your envelopes with Stampin' Up! Designer Series papers. So enjoy this Quick Tip Tuesday as I show you how to create beautiful envelopes quickly and easily. For the first envelope, I'm going to be using a 1-inch strip of this gorgeous paper from the Gilded Autumn Specialty Designer Series paper pack. Again, it's 1 inch long, and I just need it to be the same length as my envelope from top to bottom. Now, if it's a little bit longer, you don't even have to bother cutting it, because you can match one edge to the top. And I'm not going to go quite all the way to the left side of my envelope. I'm going to leave that little space of very vanilla showing, because I think it just looks really pretty and elegant that way. Okay, because it is on an envelope that will be going through the mail, I do want to be sure that I have adhesive on the very bottom and very top, so it doesn't come loose or tear going through. Oops, I should have my little mat out here. So it doesn't come loose or tear while it's going through the mailing process. And once I've done that, I can just take my scissor snips and carefully cut off that excess Designer Series paper. I'll flip that over since I have glue there. And you can see just how beautiful that is. It took me seconds to do. Now for the next two, we're going to decorate the flap of the envelope. Again, I've used a 1-inch piece of Designer Series paper from Gilded Autumn DSP pack. And a lot of times I'll do narrower strips, either 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch. I always keep it to 1 inch or less when I'm doing the strips for envelopes. But on this one, I went with 1 inch just because of the size of the images. It's not really a geometric pattern. So I wanted some of these beautiful pumpkins and gourds and squashes to be shown in their full size and get the details of them. So that's why I went with a 1-inch strip here. Now here, you just need it to be about 1 inch long, or 1 inch wide, but 6 inches long. All right. And what I'm going to do, again, you can have it all the way up to the top, or you can leave some space. You can put it in the middle or closer to the bottom. You could even decorate the bottom edge of your envelope. But I'm going to have mine near the top with just a little bit of that very vanilla envelope showing. And I'm going to put a little adhesive on each edge, so I'm getting plenty of adhesive on there so it will not tear and come apart in the mailing process. Smooth it all out. You may even want to open your envelope while you're doing this, in case there's any glue spilling out from the edges. You wouldn't want it to adhere to the main part of your envelope. And then just quickly snip off those edges like that. So that's my second envelope. I'm sure you've heard the term no naked envelopes. And so often when we hear that, we think about stamping on our envelopes. Stamping is a great choice, but you can also use your beautiful Designer Series paper, which I'm sure will often coordinate with the lovely cards you're putting inside. Now for this one, I want to cover the entire flap of my envelope. I'm actually going to put my multi-purpose glue right on that envelope flap. I want it to go all the way around the edges and some in the middle to hold it securely. Now this strip is 2.5 inches. And I had it, and it's a little bit longer than 6 inches. I didn't bother cutting off the end beforehand, but about 2.5 by 6 inches is what you need. A little glue on my fingers, a little sticky there. I'm going to fold it over just so I can be sure that I have this even across the top by that fold. Awesome. And now when I flip it over, all I'm going to do is use my paper snips once again, make sure that's sealed well, to trim around that outside edge of our envelope flap. And there's that finished envelope. So there's 1, 2, decorating the backs of the envelopes. Isn't that elegant? You can match the style of your envelope, the color of your envelope decorations, designer series paper packs, directly to the cards you're putting inside. And I think decorated envelopes tell the receivers of your card, when they look at that envelope, boy, they're getting something very special because it's a handmade card, truly a gift from the heart. I hope you enjoyed today's Quick Tip Tuesday, and I'd love to see how you're decorating your envelopes with these beautiful designer series papers we have. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining me at Stampin' Peace with Mary Knabe.